Okay, there you go. Okay, sorry, a little delay in opening the class, a little technical difficulty, but hello. My name is Oakley. Welcome to Verbling. And in this class, we are going to practice a little sensory description. I will start the class by doing a short presentation on some real basic ways that we can describe sensory input. And then we're going to look at some pictures, and I'll give you guys, the students, a chance to practice using what I will have presented to you. Okay, so today's class, sensory description, kind of concentrating really on two things: the adjectives which we use, and also the sensory verbs which we use to form the sentences. Okay. See, am I still having technical difficulties? I can't tell. All right. Well, I have a lot of material to present, so I'm just gonna get started. And you guys can join the class when you can. Okay, well, great. Somebody to work with. Great. Hello, Amari?
Amaury, yes, teacher.
Amari. Okay, cool. Great, thank you. Sorry if I mispronounced your name.
No worries.
Amari. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil, but I've been living in Mexico.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, thanks for joining me. Welcome to the class.
Thank you.
Okay, Amari, I'm gonna. My screen, it appears to be freezing up, but you seem to hear me okay. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do my thing. I'm gonna do a short presentation about sense verbs and some maybe show you some sentences and some forms real quick, maybe 5 minutes, to show you how we talk about things that we sense. What are our 5 senses, Amore?
Sorry, teacher. Can you repeat the last sentence?
Sure. What are the 5 senses?
5 senses.
Senses, yes. Do you know?
Oh yes, I know. Is touch, hear, see, smell.
Yeah. One more.
I don't remember.
Here's a clue.
Touch, smell, taste.
There you go. Alrighty.
There you go.
Okay. Excellent. All right. All right. Hear, see, smell, taste, touch. Okay. Very good. All right. I'm going to do a short presentation about ways that we form sentences to talk about sensory descriptions. Hello, Carlos. Welcome.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm fine today, teacher.
Great.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again. And hello, Michaela.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you? How's your trip?
I'm in Mexico now. It's good.
Cool. Great. All right. Glad to hear things are going well. Glad to see you. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to do a short presentation, and then you guys are going to have a chance to do kind of sensory descriptions. So let's talk a little bit about the sense verbs that we need to form sentences. As Amori has kindly pointed out to us already, the 5 senses include sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. Great. The verbs related to the senses are sight. We usually use the verb to look. Hearing, something looks delicious. Hearing, we use the verb sound. Something sounds. Well, why am I doing all the work? Let you guys do some work. Carlos, how might something sound? Give me a very simple sentence. It sounds what? What's an adjective? We co-locate.
I think loud. Ah, sorry.
Well, sure. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, was that? All right. Sounds loud. Okay. Carlos, was that you or was that Amore? I don't know. Okay.
Amari, sorry, teacher.
It's okay. All right, Carlos, try the next one. Touch. The verb we use is to feel. So what's an adjective we use with feel? It feels what, Carlos? Carlos, have I lost you? Okay.
Feel rough.
It feels rough. Feels soft. Sure. It feels bumpy. Feels smooth. Okay, very good. Michaela?
Mm-hmm.
This fits your picture. Okay. To taste. Taste, we use the verb taste. Same verb. It tastes what? What can something taste?
Bitter.
Bitter. Great.
Or sweet.
Bitter, sweet. Mm-hmm. Very good. Do you know them all?
What?
Bitter, sweet. Do you know all of them? The 4 flavors. Sometimes people say a 5th one. But you've got 2 of them. You're on a roll. Bitter, sweet. What else? Lemons are what? Do you know?
Acid. No?
We say sour. Lemons are sour. Ow! And what are potato chips? Whoa. Okay. Well, okay. Bitter, sweet. Lemons are sour. Pretzels or potato chips are salty. Salty like the sea. And sometimes people include spicy, like hot, like peppers. Okay, so all right, we can use all those adjectives. We can also use adjectives for good and bad. It tastes awful. It tastes great. It tastes delicious. Okay. Anna Christina, welcome to the class.
Thank you.
All right. Hello. Okay. Our last one. Our sense is smell, and the verb is to smell. Again, same verb. How can something smell? What adjectives do we use with smell?
Smell.
Perfume, flower.
Well, those are nouns. What adjectives do we use?
Awful.
It smells awful. Smells disgusting. Oh my God, that smells disgusting. What if it's, how about a fresh baked apple pie or fresh bread, Anna?
Delicious.
Delicious. Yes, definitely.
Delicious.
Smells delicious. Smells great. Okay. All right. So we use a lot of good and bad adjectives, and some extreme good and bad adjectives for smell. We also use another verb, to seem, to talk about maybe, I don't know, our sixth sense, what we intuitively think something is like. He seems like a nice guy. He seems like a jerk. Maybe. Okay. Anna, you want to get your phone? Okay, thank you. All of these verbs, the ones we're looking at, to look, sound, feel, taste, smell, to seem, or the verb to be. By the way, these are all called, just so you know, technically speaking in English, these are all called linking verbs because we can use them to make complete sentences with an adjective, all right? So that's what we were just doing. You guys were doing. You were linking a verb with an adjective, creating a sentence with a subject, a linking verb, and an adjective. Okay, which is basically what we're practicing today. We can, how do we use these? What kinds of sentences? All right, we can use these sense verbs to make direct comparisons. Okay, I see this dog, and it looks like a lion. It looks like is a common way to describe something using a sensory verb. All right, it looks like a lion. It looks like a whatever. This is quite common. Okay. Again, like. What's it sound like? I hear these dudes, and they sound like a horse. Okay, that was a horrible horse sound. I'm terribly sorry. Okay, I touch this flower and it feels like velvet. Very soft. Okay, all right. I put on this lipstick. Well, this isn't lipstick, is it? It's lip balm. And it tastes like strawberry. Okay, this is a very common way to, she smells her shirt and it smells like onions. Or fish, or bad cheese. Ew. Okay, so this is a very common way to express how something smells. All right, we can make direct comparisons with this structure. We sometimes use a question structure to describe something. Also using like. For example, doesn't she look like a doll? Okay, again with like, but in a question form. Basically the same thing, but okay, like a doll with a noun. Doesn't she look like a doll? This is, when we do this, it's not really a question, it's more of a rhetorical type question we're using to describe something. Doesn't really require an answer. We can also express opinions. All right, this food tastes awful. Okay, the good and the bad. Awful, disgusting, great. Okay, all of the sensory verbs can be used with these good and bad adjectives. Or other adjectives. Okay, they look spooky. They sound horrifying. We may add, if we don't know for sure, we may add adverbs. They probably sound horrifying. Okay. That's the idea. Red wine usually tastes sweet. Okay. Smells, not smeals. Sorry. Smells fruity. Looks enticing. Okay, we can use a multiple. Something like wine, of course. If you guys want to learn descriptions, for whatever reason, you guys want to learn descriptions, pick yourself up a wine magazine, okay? You will read more adjective phrases, more adjectives, more comparisons, more descripting verb adjective collocations than you would ever imagine. Wine magazines are full of descriptions because there's so many things to talk about, to describe the color, the smell, the taste. Okay. Open question, pop quiz to get your attention. Who is this a picture of? Who knows?
Bjork.
Thank you. Very good. It's Bjork. All right. It is Bjork. And nice dress. That's awesome. Okay, she looks weird. Her voice sounds strident. She seems confident. Okay, we use sensory descriptors, verb and adjective combinations to talk about people all the time. This is very normal. Okay. Another possible construction that we can use, all right, to express our opinions, we can also use constructions like this. They look so adorable. We often use adverbs. He seems completely crazy. All right, to express our opinions, it's very common to use an adverb-adjective combination. Okay. That's it. Maybe we'll go back to this, but let's now. Okay, I'm stuck. All right. I've introduced you to all of these things. Now let's go ahead and now it's your turn. We're gonna use some to talk about people. Oh, okay. As I mentioned, we often use these kinds of forms. He looks, he appears, he seems, he is, to talk about people. And we also talk about objects, so we're going to do all of that right now. I'm not going to, actually, you are. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to do a screen share, and you guys are going to start describing things. All right, give me half a second. Okay. Quickly, let me welcome Alejandro. Hello, Alejandro.
Hello.
What? Michaela, what is going on in the background? Are people making cement or something in the background? Very noisy.
No. Yes, sorry, I'm silent. I have
Okay.
silent.
It's very strange. Okay, if you wouldn't mind, there's intermittent, really, really loud noises. If you wouldn't mind, could you please mute your microphone when you're not talking? I don't know what it is. Thanks. All right, come around to you in a second. Let's take a look here. I'm going to do a screen share. Amore, using structures that we just looked at, that I presented to you.
Okay.
Describe this person.
Okay, this person, she looks sad because something bad happens in her life.
Well, maybe.
Okay.
She looks
Yes.
sad. Okay.
Now,
Now,
more things? I don't know.
okay. Well, no. Maybe one more. Again, I mentioned earlier that in English we frequently, when we give an opinion, because this is talking about how people's moods, that's our opinion, what their mood is. We frequently use an adverb and an adjective. Can you try a sentence with an adverb and an adjective?
Adverb and adjective. Okay. She is. She's crying.
Oh, wow.
She's crying aloud. It's okay.
Okay, adverb and adjective. For example, she is extremely
She's
depressed.
extremely
Depressed.
Oh, what? Depressed.
Depressed.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Now, as I mentioned once, I'll mention it again. Okay, Amore is using the verb to be. That's perfectly okay. Verb to be is a linking verb that we often use to describe sensory description. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right, Carlos. How about this guy? What can you say about him?
He's very, very happy.
There you go. There you go. Pretty simple. He's very happy. We also can say he seems very happy. He appears to be very happy. That's another common construction. He appears to be very happy. He appears to be quite happy. Okay. Good job using very. All right. And again, adverb, adjective. This is very common. Okay. We got plenty of material. We can zip right around the class here. Michaela, how about this dude?
This guy seems so tired.
Okay, very good. Great. This guy seems so tired. All right. Yeah, okay. He looks exhausted. Don't be shy in English about using extreme adjectives. In English, we really tend to exaggerate everything, honestly. He looks exhausted. He looks pooped. Do you know that word, Michaela? He looks pooped. Probably don't know that one. I'm sure not many English teachers are going to teach you that. Pooped. If you're pooped, you're really, really tired. Okay, there's one that probably you're not really going to learn very often. Okay, all right. Continuing around, Anna Christina. Oh, this guy.
He is so hungry. He is so hungry.
Angry.
Angry.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
so angry.
Okay. He's all right. He's so angry. He's about to burst. He's so angry. He is about to blow his top. Okay. He's going to explode. All right. We also sometimes incorporate or we include idioms, especially for extreme emotions, like angry. Yeah. Okay. He is incredibly angry. He looks like he's about to blow up. This one's a little more interesting. Alejandro, how about this guy? What do you think?
He looked like quite nervous.
Okay, he looks like, thank you. He looks like he is quite nervous. Okay, yes, he does. Yeah, he's simultaneously smoking a cigarette and biting his fingernails and sweating. Yeah, okay. All right, good job. All right, well, good job using the sensory verbs and the adjectives. Go ahead and give me as much description as you can now. I'm probably going to go one more time around with the peeps here. Amore, what can you say about this woman?
She is quite surprised.
Okay, all right, great. Okay, is there anything else? Can you add anything else? Quite surprised. Okay, wait a second. Time out.
In the past, okay.
No. Surprised because it's an adjective. It's not the past. She is, so it's present tense. Or she looks. That's present tense.
She looks
Yeah.
quite surprised.
Quite surprised. Surprised here is an adjective. It's not a verb. I know to surprise can be a verb, but surprised with a D, that's the adjective. By the way, since we're talking about it, surprised and surprising. This is very common. Adjective forms, ed and ing. That's a good one. Uh, Amore, what's that? She looks like a baby? Now that's a good one. She does. She does look like a baby. She looks. What did you say? She looks like a baby when what?
When the baby earned a cake or something like that, or a
Okay.
do, yeah, cake.
Okay. All right. Well, see, there you go. Now that's good stuff right there. You're using a little bit of metaphor or analogy when something is like something else. That's an analogy. That's good. That's good English right there. Okay. I'm sorry. I wanted to point out real quick to you guys. There's a lot of words with an ed form and an ing form. Surprised and surprising. Okay, a person is surprised. Obviously, a not inanimate object, something not living, inanimate, cannot have emotions like surprise. So I am surprised, he is surprised, she is surprised, but the information is surprising. Now, the movie was surprising. Okay, the news was surprising. Other things are surprising. A person can be surprising. Tom is a surprising person. He's always amazing me with his wit and his intelligence. Okay, I can describe a person as surprising, but when we're talking about our own, that means he surprises other people. But when we're talking about our own emotions or describing her emotions, like here, she looks surprised. I cannot say, a common mistake is to say she looks surprising. That's wrong. That means you feel surprised by looking at her. That's not the idea at all. Okay, just wanted to share that with you. All right, let's go back and take a look at this guy, Carlos. What can you tell me about this guy?
This guy appears so nervous.
Oh, I like that. He appears. Okay, that's one we haven't even looked at. This guy appears, and I like the collocation. Very good, Carlos. He appears somewhat nervous. All right, that is a very good collocation. He appears is not quite as strong as he is, or he even looks like. So I really like the collocation of appears and somewhat. Yeah. Okay. Very good. He maybe he's a little guilty. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. There's new. Wait a minute. There's other things going on here.
Yeah.
What's this stuff? I didn't scroll down far enough. Wait, all the facts are not in. What is he doing? What is going on here? OMG.
There's drugs. Drugs.
Drugs.
Maybe he feels sick.
Maybe he feels sick. Maybe he's freaking out. I don't know. Maybe he's just ill, but I don't know. Maybe it's drugs and he's freaking out. Maybe he's losing his mind. Possibly he's hallucinating. Okay. Well, again, when we describe people and we don't know really, is this medicine or is it drugs? We probably are going to use adverbs. He may be, he might be, or modals rather. We might use modals. He might be freaking out. Yeah. Okay. As opposed to this guy, Michaela. Alright.
He looks like waiting for something.
He looks like he is waiting for something. Okay. He looks like he is doing something. If you're going to use he looks like he is action word. He looks like he is waiting for something. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe a little bit worried also.
Well, yeah. Now it would be very common to use expressions here when we like angry. I mentioned that we often use idioms or analogy. He looks bored to tears. He looks bored out of his mind. He looks bored to death. Actually, quite a expression. He looks like bother. Does he? Well, Amore, what do you say? He looks like bothering his boss. What are you saying there?
I think I forgot that word, teacher. Bordering more or less. Bothering with someone. I don't know. Something.
Or bother, or the other way.
It,
His emotions, so he is bothered by.
bothered by. Okay, by someone. Yes.
Yeah, that's it. So he
Please
looks
write
like
on the chat, teacher. I will like read.
bothered by something. What's that about the chat, Anna?
Yeah, please. Bother.
Bothered. B-O-T-H-E-R. The verb is to bother. You
Oh,
bother.
yeah. Yeah.
Annoyed.
Thank you.
Annoyed.
Yes, it's very, very close to annoy. So Anna, what are you doing? Anna, what are you doing? Hey Anna, what are you doing? Hey Anna, what are you doing? Anna, what are you doing? What are you doing there, Anna? Hey Anna, what are you doing? Hey Anna, what are you doing? Hey Anna, what are you doing? Anna, am I bothering you? Yeah. I'm very good at being annoying, Anna. I practice all the time. Just ask my wife. Sorry. Okay. All right, Anna. What can you tell me about this fellow?
Maybe she has a good idea. She is thinking about something.
Okay, maybe he's thinking. He
He's planning. He's planning.
yeah. What is he planning? Okay.
He's planning a evil. She's thinking about evil plans.
Okay. All right. He looks like he is
She
thinking.
like.
All right. He looks like he is concocting evil plans. Maybe he's thinking of evil plans. You concoct. You think of something. There's an interesting verb, but okay. All right. So okay. It's hard to describe this. He looks what? We don't really have a. I can't even think of an adjective. He looks focused. No, he looks He looks like he is concentrating. The only way I can really talk about this is to use like he is verb. I can't really think of an adjective. He looks, I don't know, involved? No, that doesn't quite work. So, all right, here we really have to go for that kind of verb structure there. How about this guy? Alejandro.
She has a stupid face. He has.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Alejandro?
Yes, he looks worried about something.
He looks freaking paranoid. Speaking of freaking out, he looks worse off than this guy here. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, he looks worried, concerned. He looks totally paranoid. All right, there you go. There's your adverb. Adverb and noun. He looks totally paranoid. Okay. Whew. All right, Amore. Shish. How about this guy?
How can I say? He looks like a fool, person, a fat person. I don't know.
A fat person?
When someone eating a lot, satisfied. I don't know. How can I say?
Well, okay. Well, it's a little rude to say someone's fat. If you want to be a little more
Oh yeah,
polite, you can say he's a bit heavy.
big heavy.
Or he's very
Okay,
stocky.
stocky,
He's big
stocky.
boned. Big
He
boned.
looks like an elephant.
Oh, well, okay, that's a little bit rude. Okay. Also, he looks to me like he's really hot. Interesting phrase. He's sweating bullets. He's sweating bullets. That's a good one for you guys. A little idiomatic. He's sweating like crazy. Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. We don't know this guy. We're not going to offend him. It's okay. Okay. Carlos split. Okay, Michaela, how about this guy?
Um, I don't know how you say in English. No, I don't know the word, the right word.
Well, he feels cold. Cold. You describe a person, or freezing. He looks like he's freezing to death. Maybe. Is a common expression. I'm freezing to death. And we love to exaggerate in English. All right. He seems cold. He looks cold. Freezing. Yes, a person can. He is freezing. This is a strange one. Okay. No, before I said surprise, surprising. Okay, bored. I am bored. The movie is boring. But if I'm going to describe that I am very cold, I would say I am freezing. I would not say I am frozen. I would say I am freezing. So that's actually a little bit of an exception there. Okay. Now, so much for talking about people. Let's talk about things. So this, we're going to add an element of challenge here. Anna Christina, how could you describe this? Now, thinking about the sensory verbs, going back to it feels, it looks, it tastes, it smells. Okay. What do you think?
It's look like it's no. It's is no. It look like for cool, fresh. Is
Okay.
yeah.
It looks cold. Probably it feels cold, or you might say it feels slippery. It's ice.
Feels soft. Feels
Ooh, that's actually interesting. Can ice be soft?
the ice is soft and cool.
Okay. Well, okay, this is interesting because ice can be soft, but usually we call it soft ice when we can break it really easily. Okay. And ice is normally very hard, but of course, if it's starting to thaw, we can describe it as soft, actually. So yeah, all right. You're saying that because it's melting, probably, I assume. Okay. When ice melts, it feels slippery. All right. It looks cold. Okay, how does it smell? Ah,
I don't know.
it doesn't smell
No?
like it doesn't smell like anything. I wanted you to try giving me the negative. Doesn't smell like anything, or it has no smell. Very
Yeah,
simple. The negative. It
it
has no.
doesn't have smell.
It has
It's
no
not a
smell.
smell.
It's odorless. Okay. Um, Alejandro, how are you going to describe this item?
It is a shining article because it's a ring with a diamond.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it is shiny, or it looks shiny, because we can use look, because you're talking about
Uh,
appearance, this site.
it, yes,
Yeah,
it looks very shiny.
great. Of course, we're not going to taste it or smell it, but how does it feel?
Mm, uh, mm, I don't know. Yield. Uh, uh,
Feels expensive. That's funny. Uh, yeah. Oh, diamonds. Maybe the corners. It could feel sharp on the corners. The ring could feel smooth. The actual ring part. The diamonds, of course, are of course incredibly hard material, right?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Maybe it feels hard. Okay. I'm all right. How about this item? How could you
Oh
describe
my
this?
gosh.
Oh my gosh.
It's this looks like a antique pen. I don't
And
know.
okay. And
Antique pen.
two syllables. Antique. Okay. Antique. An
Antique. An antique.
Mm.
An antique. Okay. An
That's
antique.
right.
An antique pen. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh,
Could it be?
that's actually good. All right. You're making an analogy. That's totally cool. That's great. Um, okay. And that's great. Saying it's a very good way to describe something, by the way. A very way to give broader descriptions is to give examples. Specific description of items or people, it's always a good idea to give an example. And that's what you're doing when you say it looks like an antique pen. Great. Yeah, and that's the word. It's a feather. How does it feel? Touch. Let's talk about touch. I'm all right.
Soft, I think.
Okay. It feels, then you would use feels. It feels soft. How does it smell?
It's not good.
Take a whiff.
Uh,
Put it up to your nose. Go ahead. What does it smell like?
I don't know. A chicken? I don't know.
It smells like a chicken. All right. That's what I'm talking about. All right, that's it. It smells like a chicken. Okay, good job. That's it. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Great job. Okay, Carlos, welcome back to the class, and here's your welcome back gift. Something for you to describe. Carlos, how could you describe this item?
It's beautiful.
All right, opinion. All right. And talk to me about your senses. How does it smell?
It smells. It smells pretty sweet.
Okay, it smells sweet. All right. Usually, there's not a lot of words to. Usually, the words we describe smells with are nouns. Okay, so something that is fragrant, that's a good smell. However, that's something that isn't. We describe a noun as an odor. That's usually not usually. That's always negative, or at least negative for the speaker. Fragrant or odor, but these are nouns. The odor, the fragrance. Oh no, fragrant. I'm sorry. Fragrant with a T is an adjective. My mistake. Oh, so it has a lovely fragrance as a noun. Fragrance is the noun. It is fragrant. That's the adjective. Okay. Anyway, how does it feel, Carlos?
The flower feels very healthy.
It feels healthy. Okay.
It
Well,
looks like teacher, I think.
okay. Now wait a second. Now, a human being can feel healthy, but an inanimate object we would not. Okay, a person can feel healthy, can feel good, can feel bad, can feel depressed, but of course, a flower or an inanimate object, we couldn't use that. So when we use it feels about an inanimate, not alive, an inanimate object, you might say it feels soft, feels smooth. I think earlier in the class we saw a flower feels like velvet, something like that. Carlos, how does it taste? Take a bite, Carlos. How does it taste?
Teacher.
Yeah. Do you ever eat flowers?
With flowers, for me, it's difficult to
Okay.
express a kind of taste.
Well, I'll tell you, I used to be a chef, and there are many edible flowers, and they actually have interesting tastes. Nasturtiums taste peppery, like spicy peppers. And violets taste very soft and delicate and a little sweet. Flowers, you can eat flowers. I actually wasn't kidding. You guys thought I was joking. Flowers are great to include in salads, or even I make nasturtium butter, flower butter, and then put it on fish. Delicious. Speaking of delicious, Michaela, lucky you. Okay, how can you describe this?
I'm here. This you taste it? Taste?
Absolutely. The first thing I think of when I see chocolate is, of course, taste.
I want to say sweet.
Taste sweet. Sure. You can also add opinion. It tastes delicious. Okay. Do you like chocolate, Michaela?
Yes, I love.
What's your favorite kind?
Dark.
Dark chocolate? Okay. All right. So you could talk about appearance. It looks dark, deep, dark brown. Maybe. Okay. How does it smell? Can
Mm,
tell me opinion if you want. Do you think chocolate smells delicious?
yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Delicious? Yes.
Sure. Okay, how does it...
Sweet,
Sweet, all right.
juice,
How does it feel when it's in the sun all day?
Mm.
Woohoo! Chocolate's been in your pocket while you were exercising. And you take it out. Ooh. How does it feel? Touch.
Like a smoothie.
Like it's melted, yeah, but what kind of words can we use? Here you go. All right. Maybe it's sticky. Maybe it's gooey. Maybe it's slippery because of the oil in the chocolate. Slippery, gooey, sticky. Yuck. Okay. All right. Those are feel words for texture. How it feels. Melted chocolate. Okay. Anna, how about this one? How are you going to describe this?
is the sun, teacher.
It is. And so
Okay.
how does it feel?
It's look like shiny.
Okay. Okay. It looks shiny. Okay.
It looks shining. It's brilliant.
Bright. Shiny and bright. Okay. Good.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Sun is bright. Looks shiny today. Okay. How does it feel?
It feels hot.
Yeah, well, there you go. You can say it feels hot. Now, of course, we don't actually touch the sun like we touch a flower. I imagine very, very hot if you were to do that. Okay. All right. Anna, how does it taste?
Maybe it's look bright. I told you.
Yeah.
No.
No, it doesn't really make any sound. What do you think the sun would taste like if you could taste the sun?
Taste?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe when you need to drink water is when the sun is terrible.
Yeah. All right. What would the sun taste like if the sun had a taste? Anybody want to tap into your inner poet?
The sun is like a hot soup, maybe.
Hot soup. Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny. Look, I like that though. Amore, what do you think the sun tastes like?
It's a difficult question.
Yeah.
I think it tastes good when you have a cold. Tastes comfortable when the weather is cold weather.
Okay.
Could be.
Okay. One thing to note here, speaking of adjectives, which we're concentrating on.
Okay.
Amore,
Yes.
comfortable. We drop that OR syllable, the middle syllable. This is very common with ER, OR, UR, AR, middle syllables. Quite common in English. Native speakers pretty much always say comfortable.
Comfortable.
So we don't say comfortable, not 4 syllables. We reduce it to 3 syllables. Comfortable. Comfortable. We just drop that OR.
Comfortable.
Comfortable. Comfortable. Yeah, no. You're not getting it. Comfortable. 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 Okay.
Comfortable.
Oh, that's better. That's much better. Okay. We do the same thing with chocolate, which we were looking at a little earlier. We don't really say chocolate. We say chocolate.
Chocolate.
Again, we reduce or drop that middle syllable. It's very common. Chocolate. Okay. And actually, thank you, everyone. I am actually out of time. Got to go. Got another class coming right up. So thank you, everybody. Hope you learned a little bit about sensory description. Thank you so much, and see you guys again next time.